All right, everybody, welcome to week 9 of selling weekly lottos. Every week, I sell what's the equivalent of lottery tickets to gamblers using options in the stock market. Now, before I begin, just like every week, I'll give you the disclaimers. Number 1, all my positions are covered. I have the shares, I have the cash. I don't use margin, and I don't sell naked calls or naked puts. Okay. Number 2, I'm happy to buy the shares or sell the shares if they get assigned. And number 3, this is considered a risky strategy because it's investing. All investment carries the risk of losses. You are getting paid for the risk. Okay. That being said, this week's winner is me. All right. Broke the losing streak of 1 week. All right, I won 4 out of 4 contracts, which I'll show you here. I'll put them all on the screen, and then we'll talk about them one by one. All right, so here's all the positions. Boom. All right, so let's talk about them one by one. All right, the first one, I sold a 245 call for take 2. I sold 5 of them for a total of $796, and I bought them back for $75. That's a $721 profit. All right. The second one, AMD 170 put. I sold them for a total of $818. I bought them back for $305. That's a total of $515 in profit. All right, now here's an interesting one. I actually sold a covered strangle on MicroStrategy. I haven't done this in this series, but this is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, a covered strangle is where you sell a call and a put at the same time. Okay, for me, I like to both go out of the money. So the 420 call, I sold for $430. All right. And I bought that back for $26. That's a $404 profit. And then the 400 put I sold for $982, and I bought it back for $380, and that is a $600 profit. All right, guys. This week I was the one that actually got pretty lucky. At one point in the beginning of the week, both my puts, but the MicroStrategy and the AMD, they were both down thousands of dollars, but they bounced back up. They didn't continue going down, so I was actually able to exit at a profit. And that's why I love this strategy so much, because it's so forgiving. Positions can, and they do, often go against you initially, but as long as they don't continue to go down and they revert back, you will likely get a profit if you sold out of the money. So it's a very forgiving strategy. Time is on your side when you sell options, when you sell calls or you sell puts. The time is on your side. All right. I actually sold this MicroStrategy put when MicroStrategy was $410, and it went down. It closed at $395 for the week, so I still made a profit. All right. The AMD, I sold it when AMD was $176, and it went down. At one point, it was down below 160, and it came back to above 170, but it was still lower than 176 where I sold it. So these are long positions, guys. These are like equivalent of buying a stock. So I'm not shorting the stocks. I'm not betting they're going to go down and making a profit from them going down. I'm still betting they're going to either go up, but with this, they can go sideways, slightly up, slightly down, and all of those are going to be wins. The only way you'll lose if they go big down, like crashing down, continuously crashing, then you will lose. So that's why I love this strategy, guys. It's very forgiving. It's just time is on your side, and most of the time, as long as stocks stay sideways, even if they go up and down a lot, like brutal sideways, still have a high chance of winning. So yeah, the winner again this week is me. I made $2,232 using $233,000 in collateral. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at my benchmarks right here. Boom. All right. This week was a mixed week. All of my income related benchmarks, they're all up because I made more than my average income. But all my percentage yield related benchmarks, those are down. And that's because I took a higher amount of risk. I used more collateral, and that's going to be pushing my yield down. All right. But I'm still pretty happy. Everything's going right, and I'm going to continue this. So leave any comments or questions in the discussion in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And other than that, see you guys next week.